what you presented in your talk was a possible catastrophe, if I should say so, about the phosphorus cycle and the way we process food, eat food, how we transport food. Personally, I didn't know anything about that. When I saw that, I was shocked. That's another possibility that our civilization might crash. Do you think there are many other such possible catastrophes which most of the people don't know anything about? So we know now about the climate, now we learned about the phosphorus cycle. So do you think there are many other things that we got wrong and most people don't realize?
I think there are probably nasty surprises in store for so much of our society is unsustainable. I think the energy crisis, to be honest, I'm one of the people who worries more about an energy crisis than the global warming, because I think we are going to we're maybe going to descend into, if we carry on the way we are going, we will be descending into major war before we actually see the effects of global warming.
Well, that would be one solution to the global warming.
Yes, I wouldn't. I would really hope that we don't have to go that way, and I didn't mean to totally terrify everybody. That's why I was making jokes about Attila the Hun, but it is worrying. I think there's a way out. There's a way out that could avoid the conflict and fighting over the last phosphate and the last oil. But we need to change our lifestyles before it comes to that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's really my point. I mean, we try changing our lives to live more eco-friendly, to save energy, but along the way we meet other ideas and other news about something that's gonna go really wrong in the near future. So every time we try to change our world, we see that it needs more change, or we change it in such a way that we hurt another system. For example, creating photocells and photovoltaic cells that transfer solar power to electricity. Recently I learned that, for example, that production is very expensive, and for example hybrid car is the same way. I mean, a hybrid car is more expensive in eco terms than a normal car. So when we learn such things, don't you think that people will get disillusioned and stop caring at all until we crash?
I have heard it claimed that environmentalists reject every possible solution, and I am seeing divisions happening with environmentalists. I'm seeing a few more environmentalists so-called environmentalists promoting nuclear power now as a solution to energy, for instance. I'm not really one of them, because we're going to see a peak uranium if we're not careful. But I think many of these problems are actually interlinked, and for instance, our energy demand is huge, but it doesn't have to be so big. People often approach this the wrong way. They say, we use this amount of electricity, so how are we going to get this electricity from renewable sources? And nobody actually says, well, hold on a minute. Well, not many people actually say, well, hold on a minute. Do we have to use electricity for cooking and heating so much when, do we need to use natural gas to power an electricity generation station if it means that 50% of the energy in the natural gas goes to waste? Couldn't we just pipe that natural gas into our homes and use it for cooking and heating directly and save 50% of the gas? It's still using gas, but it will make it go a little bit further and give us breathing space.
There are alternatives,
and also the amount of energy used in transporting food around the world, simply because a farm worker in South Africa can harvest apples slightly cheaper than one elsewhere. If the price of fuel goes up, it may well make local production more economical again.
Yeah, and shipping water for farms to the US, which is hilarious.
Yes, exactly. I mean, there are. I recently heard about someone who was promoting washing lines instead of tumble dryers because he said that the amount of energy we would save
Far
this
less.
way would be really quite substantial. As regards the hybrid car, I've considered that probably the most efficient solar-powered vehicle is one you'll still see on the roads here. It's the mule cart. But right now, all around Bulgaria, I'm seeing signs going up saying no horses
Trying
and
to
carts.
stop them, yeah.
But,
Same in
you
Serbia,
know,
yes.
Yeah, this is the most efficient technology we yet have. So why not celebrate it and open the roads? I was glad to see somebody offering a solution to getting more bicycles around the city, around the cities. But our transport network is still heavily geared up to the motor car, and we seem to be closing the doors on any more sustainable transport solutions.
True, yes. So, did you like the TED so far?
Yes, I've really enjoyed it so far. I'm looking forward to
That's
the
great.
rest of the speakers.
Will we visit next year as well?
Certainly will, yes.
Okay, then in that case we'll be happy to see you next year, and good luck.
Okay.